So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And that gets things running. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, shooting chance! And somehow it stayed out. That'll be a throw. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only 1 mid...
Kagawa! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
De Roon. That is a little undercooked. And he's straight offside. Oh, what's he done? He's shifting through the gears here. There's the hit! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Arsenal gain their reward with an early goal. He's having a hit! Kubo. And it's Kagawa. Arsenal leading here, and Beckham! That was superb goalkeeping.
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Chance for the header! Decent enough try. Conte. Beckham. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kagawa! Oh! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit...
There's the shot! It's fallen loose again! It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
It's gone out for a throw-in. He's picked his way through. Real chance! He has done it! Barcelona are back in business. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This has become one superb game of football. No doubt as to who shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, strongly challenged there. Messi was ultimately thwarted there, but it took... Owen is on his own. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. Ter Stegen, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Kagawa. Works it forward. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia! Cleared without complication. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Saka. Owen. It's out for a goal kick. More and more pressure on the ball here. Madueke. Good purposeful running this. Conte. Spread it left. Kvaratskhelia. Opts to play it back. Has a go! He's found a way through. Chance! And more and more and more. And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Saka! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
De Roon. And he's been shifted off it. Beckham. Kvaratskhelia. He's had a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that. Oh no, this does not look good. Shot could... He's had a hit! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Kubo. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Kvaratskhelia. He has found a way through. Now, can he find a finish? And the finish! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fab. And we've reached half-time. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Well, I've seen very little to indicate a comeback in this one, Peter. They've committed to this game with great desire and heart, and there's no need to back away from that.
Arsenal utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. Here we go again then. Engages and forces him off the ball. Adams. Conte. Cafu. Kagawa. And they're on him in a flash. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Arsenal have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. De Ligt. Well, they could break here. And he's on his way. Can he finish? This time, surely. And that has faded wide.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's fabulous. He's got the shot away! It's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And here's the chance to counter. Owen. He's got space in the area. And Beckham! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
And it's Kagawa. And no, that was never going to make it.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Great hit! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
So their fourth corner of the game. He rises! Barcelona. Oh, they could be caught out here. Terrific header! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So it's away we go then. Stoichkov, little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave...
It's Ronaldinho! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Ronaldinho deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Owen. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Fiddles it through, and the shot! So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Pedri, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Could be danger here. Vinicius Junior. Great ball, and it's Stoichkov! Goal, Milan!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Pedri. Ooh, perfectly measured that.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Maradona. That's Maradona. Kagawa, and that's been intercepted. Conte. And here's Maradona, and that could set him on his way.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Maradona. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Milan are looking to go forward now. Stoichkov given the lift of his goal. And here's Maradona. Owen. Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Maradona. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is a great pick out.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, good ball, shots, chance! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of...
He's got tall! And it's in! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Costa Corta. It's a good spell of possession, this.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Stoichkov. Pedri. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's in plenty of space here. Kunde. And we hit half-time. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game.
And if you do have a
Caution
chance
certainly
today,
not on the
please take
agenda
some time
here
out to give your
from
support
both
to our
sides.
better
Well, we've had
stadium
plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
There's the start of the second half.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Neymar, and it's Stoichkov. Great hit! They've done it! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Nice control. Rodri. Pedri. Vinicius Junior. Oh, important interception. Pedri. Stoichkov. Conte. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Pedri. Oh, super ball. Oh, shooting chance! Has fallen kindly here. Sticks it away. Just 1 goal in it now. Game on. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah,
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Owen.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Hits one! Goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
It's a mighty effort! Goal, Milan! Into the lead once more. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Big chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Maradona has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Conte. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Belletti. Here's Maradona. And it's Conte. Maradona is in a really good position out wide. And it's Conte. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. Pedri. Kagawa. Played back in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Rodri, over to the left. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Gnabry. Out of play for a goal kick. Arsenal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And it's Gnabry. Back into the middle. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Gnabry is one whose deliveries we all know about. And he's whipped, he rises! No, not the best of headers.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 10. Vinicius Junior.
Belletti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Number 22.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
Coming on the field. Number 18. Beckham. Number 13.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Number 14.
Referee's given a throw.
Number 17. Schneider. Substitutions taking place. There will be 5
Very
minutes
nicely
added time.
done. Gnabry. That is lovely. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, nice touch. Kante does well to get it back. Messi. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And already we're underway here. And he was quick to react. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game.
Hits one! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So, a breakthrough already. Sane for Kagawa. Now it's Owen. And it's Conte. Kagawa. Maradona. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Puyol defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Sané. Sané! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Big header! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Adams. And it's Maradona. Arsenal are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Cafu. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kagawa. Sané. Nedved.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nedved. That is a great pick out. Now it's Maradona. Vinicius Junior. No, it's not getting there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Adams. And it's Davis. It's Vinicius Junior. Conte. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now he's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Half an hour played now. Zanetti. Good read, needed to be. Vinicius Junior. And it's Maradona. He won't be happy with that one. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Owen. He's had a hit! Sticks it away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, what a mistake! Look at the space here. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Owen. Vinicius Junior. Great ball if he can get there. Vinicius Junior. And here's Maradona. He's gone for goal. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Arsenal have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Adams cuts out the pass. Davis.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
No, that's been intercepted. Barella. Nedved. And it's Maradona. Vinicius Junior. Spread neatly. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's good play. Puyol. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Arsenal ahead 2-0 and they are looking good.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 19. Numero
Here we go
9.
again.
Lasciano il campo per il numero
Well,
18.
facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's having a hit! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Rijkaard. To Demichelis. Sade.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Vieira does well to get it back. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against Vinicius Junior! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
No way through. Luis Suarez has chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That has been cut short. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. And it's Kagawa. He's a sharp little ball here. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Floated up and over. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Conte, the man synonymous with solidity. Lahm. That looks a cracking ball. Lahm. And it's Hullet. Luis Suarez. Shot a goal! It's a goal! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Oh, great play! Great chance! It's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Owen demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Eto'o. Oh, delicate chip through. Owen. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's really well manoeuvred. Kagawa. Half an hour gone in the second half. Lewis. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. Back within one. They have them in their sights again.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Maradona has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Adams. Conte.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Kagawa hurtling down that right flank. And it's Sané. Now it's Owen. Here comes the corner. So their 4th corner of the game. Kagawa goes short. And he shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
Cafu really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Attenzione, un cambio.
They've played it short. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Nedved, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, right place, right time.
Inter need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
I think we're just about done here. Wirtz. Vieira.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Heads it! Cafu gets rid without sophistication.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
There will be 4 extra minutes. And that is that. Arsenal have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Arsenal clearly will be very happy the way they went about things. Pretty much never lost concentration despite going ahead in an unexpected manner. I thought it was great discipline and the right temperament.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
That has not gone well. Cafu. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And that's a superb pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but
good effort from distance. An early chance there, first of the game.
Arsenal were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
And they can counter here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Vinicius Junior. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rummenigge. Oh, he's onto this. Nice, real chance! Big moment, massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Conte. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
De Ligt.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Seedorf spots it and intercepts. Thuram. Owen. Beckham. Vinicius Junior. Stood up well to him there. Messi is herring after that one. Conte. It's Kagawa. That has been cut short. And it's Sané. It's a good run down the right. Caceres defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Kagawa. Adams kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. And he's forced to go back. Chance here to counter.
Look, movement creates more options, and that...
There's the hit! Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Great defending, strong and determined. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. That is a great pick out. Beckham. Kagawa. No way through there. That's good running with the ball. And he welcomes it in. Cafu gets over and intercepts. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Adams. And here's Owen. Caceres calmly anticipates. Fiddles it through. Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. Could try cutting inside here. Owen.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Caceres cuts it out. Moved on forwards.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Kagawa. Now there's a fine ball. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now this could be a chance. Hits one! It's in! Arsenal are level.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now that's well seen too. Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a sharp little ball here. Can he put it away? A real chance and a real let-off.
Turkey certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
There's the whistle for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each.
Please keep your eyes on your
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
Arsenal head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge. The second half then, just getting going. Pinches it off him. Rummenigge gets into some space. Beckham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well read, and the danger is averted. Gently done. Beckham. Vinicius Junior. Turkey can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And Shevchenko climbs up big. There it is!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Now it's Owen. He's got the shot away! Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Arsenal needing a change of fortune here. Beckham. It's a pretty loose pass. He is through here. It's out for a goal kick. Beckham. Vinicius Junior. He's got away.
Arsenal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Cafu. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. He's had it taken off him. Sane hurtling down that right flank. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cafu. And it's Beckham. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko, good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Turkey clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rummenigge. And Shevchenko. Shapes to shoot!
Turkey clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Owen. Sane. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Turkey. Number 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 7, Shevchenko. Number 21, Messi. Number 27, Serginho. Number 10, Seedorf. Coming on the field.
Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Bale. Number 11.
He's looking for the runner here.
Gullit.
Caceres
Number
makes the
5,
interception.
Varane. Number 9, Frank Lampard. Substitution.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he finish? It's loose. That's another chance. Pass somewhat off target.
Turkey probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And here's Owen. And he's had a hit. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's the chance to counter. Well, played through for the wide man.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Caceres can get it clear.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Arsenal lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital. A bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. There's the whistle, and here we go. Oh, easy pickings there.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and
It's a mighty effort! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
that's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Well, that has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, played right into his path.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Fenerbahce with the corner, there first. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Makalele. Vinicius Junior, Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fenerbahce do have a chance to counter here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And that could set him on his way. Pedri. It's a goal kick. Neither side yet able to find the net. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pedri. Vinicius Junior.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. Saka.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? That was mighty close. Roberto Carlos.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Pedri. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pass somewhat off target. Pedri. And it's Messi. Conte.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Messi.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got the shot away! Messi. Kagawa. Pedri. Oh, super find. Mbappe! Oh, he's been flattened there.
The ball's gone astray. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mbappe finds himself offside. Vinicius Junior goes on a run down the left wing. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pinches it off him. Neymar. Chance here to counter. He is through here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Mbappe, Messi, crossed into the middle.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Kagawa.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Messi.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Messi.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had...
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
What a throw in. Cafu.
2 added minutes
The
has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Fenerbahce have got it back and they'll have another go. Rummenigge. Big chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
This possibly the last play of the half. Up he goes!
Well,
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score, 0-0.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday. Substitution.
So off we go once more.
well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Saka. Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And no surprise, that's a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Pedri. Oh, great chance! That is lovely.
Vinicius Junior.
Proves just a little bit too strong. Vieira. And he cuts out the supply. Look at the space here. Owen.
Messi. That's beautifully weighted.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Fenerbahce clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
Rummenigge!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Fenerbahce.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Neymar. Number 9, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 13,
Acrobatic effort!
Cannavaro.
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Vieira. Number 8, Gerrard. Coming on the field, number 17.
Up towards the hour mark and still
Number
no
24,
goals.
Adriano.
And that's a throw-in.
Number 14, Nesta. Number 26,
Fenerbahce appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Danielson. And he welcomes it in. That has been cut short. Played back. Done delicately. Oh, what a pass! Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Real chance! Cleared without complication.
Pedri. Nesta getting this one clear. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Danger averted for now.
He's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pedri. Nesta clears it away. Saka with the short one.
Has a go! Oh, taken with style. And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's onside. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that was very necessary. Out for a throw. And it's Kagawa.
And the shot!
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Substitution in progress.
Arsenal can make their change now with a break in play. Roberto Carlos. Arsenal moments now away from seeing this one out. And here's Bale. Messi.
Now the finish! It's in! They have stolen level at the last!
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Just a talking to, I think.
Yes, it is. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Can he finish? Now there's a fine ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, that was vital. Belletti. Kagawa. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Turan engages and forces him off the ball. Messi. And he's picked out the run. Mbappe! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Number 17, Kylian Mbappe.
And that will be it. Arsenal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass.
That parking in the area around the stadium
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, obviously they'll be disappointed with the loss, but, you know, they'll be back on the training ground working through their problems. That will undoubtedly...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. We have already started here.
really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly.
And the shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Mbappe. It's a throw-in. And here's Messi. And here's Shevchenko. And he was alert to it. He's picked his way through. And he whips it in. Oh, smashing header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Pedri is fouled. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Nedved. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, good stop, it had to be.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Morocco with the corner, they're first. And he gets rid in a hurry. No way through, so back it comes.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's free.
Great chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Davis gets it away.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Messi.
And the finish! Goal! Morocco! Into the lead once more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Morocco take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ball's gone out of play. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Sane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kagawa. That is a great pick out. Kvaratskhelia. Araujo proves too strong. Nedved. And Morocco could break here. Great ball if he can get there. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, it's Batistuta. Batistuta. And that is expertly dealt with. Messi. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Araujo tries making a foray down the right. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. There's the shot! Has another go! And it's hoisted clear. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pedri. And it's Kagawa. Mbappe! Cafu deals with that comfortably. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Kvaratskhelia. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's had a shot! He scores! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't. And there's the end of the first half. Arsenal playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Substitution for
Quite a
Arsenal.
half. More of the same,
Number
please.
20,
Score at the interval, 2-2.
Mbappe. Coming on the field.
So we're straight
is
back at it
number
at the start of the second half.
Owen.
Araujo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Owen.
Look at the space here. Oh, he's got the shot away! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Arsenal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Pedri, and he's cut it out. Arsenal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Petit.
This is the time you need that pace.
Crunching tackle. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Mbappe! And he's made sure that's not getting through. It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety.
It's a mighty effort!
He's missed, but not by that far.
Mbappe certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Sané just eases him off the ball. Morocco are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Pedri does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Kvaratskhelia, who's on a run down the left wing. He has found the way through. Now it's Pedri. Rudiger clears it away. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Conte. Gently done. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pass is just off target. Nedved. Oh, this looks sharp. Chance to shoot now.
There's the hit! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Arsenal are down to 10 men.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
He'll fancy himself from here. Shevchenko!
Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 2, Belletti.
He's in plenty of space here.
He is through here.
He's had a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Caught offside that time.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has ended up in no man's land. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Torres.
Here's the ball in.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Belletti.
And he's in on goal. Decent hit!
Araujo getting this one clear.
Arsenal certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
De Ligt gets across to intercept that. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, great run, magical. That is good strength. Scholes wins the duel this time. Now it's Kagawa. And time is up. Arsenal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Terrific recovery, a really fine... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers. There's the whistle, and here we go. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
And it's Guti. Wirtz wins the duel this time. Vinicius Junior, he has found a way through. And he's managed to get free. Great hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
De Bruyne. Rice. Interesting ball. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
De Bruyne. Played out towards the right wing. Rice in acres of space out wide. Climbs up big! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Owen. Wirtz! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Boca Juniors are looking to go forward now. Stood up well to him there. And it's Kagawa. Vinicius Junior has a goal! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the counter is on. Costa Curta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, what a ball he's in! Shot a goal! White is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Sané. Fletcher. Rice goes steaming forward, and he's intervened well there. Vinicius Junior. Arsenal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. De Bruyne. Now can he find a finish? Hits one! It's anyone's ball now. Showing great feet there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Bruyne. Sané. And he's in on goal. And the shot! Really well taken goal. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That is a great pick out. Pocket. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Arsenal head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Arsenal get the ball rolling for the second period. White. And Adams. White. Darren Fletcher. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Vinicius Junior. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
That's good play from him.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vinicius Junior, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Lovely feet. And here's De Bruyne. Aimed in towards header! Good delivery, but no joy.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Davis. And it's played forward. Nice bit of trickery. Vinicius Junior on a charge down the left. And it's Kagawa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
It's an Arsenal free kick.
Sane! That is delicious! A finish right from the top draw. And they get themselves in front!
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Pirlo, he's played him through. And De Bruyne!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Darren Fletcher. And it's Guti. brilliantly cut out.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Cleared without complication. Guti, he's found the way through.
Big chance!
Now that is commitment to the cause. Kagawa is there, and he can get that clear. White. He is starved of space and time. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Well, that's well seen too. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. Well, that looks a decent ball. That is good alertness.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Guti. Oh, that's a fine interception. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Oh, that could cost them.
De Bruyne was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
It's their second corner of the game.
Boca Juniors. Número 17. Número 14. Número 27. Número 21.
Kagawa with the
Número
clearance.
41.
And now they can spring
Número
out of
10.
defence.
Messi. Número 7. Número
That
9.
pass is somewhat
Número
less than
5.
ideal.
Número
Quality
26.
deserted them when they
Se va a
really needed it.
realizar un cambio.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nunez! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
I think we're just about done here. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham. Costa Curta. Foot in.
Boca Juniors have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Oh, that was vital.
Decent hit!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We have already started here. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Owen. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
He rises!
No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
What a throw in. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in it.
Shapes to shoot. Rodri. Xavi Alonso. Van der Ven calmly anticipates. Darren Fletcher. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's well spotted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. De Ligt cuts it out. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Mbappe! Goal! Fenerbahce! First blood drawn.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So, a breakthrough already. First quarter of an hour gone. Bullet. Now it's Mbappe. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
He's having a go.
And that wasn't far away.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Arsenal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Ruben Neves. Davis gets across to intercept that.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see...
Pedri! Rodri. And it's Kagawa. Plays a delicate ball. Sané.
Terrific header. He has done it. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly...
Mbappe! Goal! Fenerbahce! Into the lead once more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nice interception, well timed. That has not gone well. Fenerbahce trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Darren Fletcher, Pedri, Kvaratskhelia. Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. Ribéry. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Darren Fletcher. And that is a little undercooked. Shot could be... And Hullet! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia goes on a run down the left wing. Great ball if he can get there. Owen. He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Adams attempts a clearance. Sane. Kagawa. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's an excellent interception. There's the whistle for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to...
There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Hullet is on his own. Real chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Hullet just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And he's gone looking for safety. That's an errant pass. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Rodri wins the duel this time. Sane, he's shifting through the gears here. Sane! Really well taken goal. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pedri. Darren Fletcher. And here's Owen. Sane. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
The attendance for this
Oh,
match
he's enjoyed
was
that. He
62,000.
evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Kvaratskhelia. Swing. And a header! Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Fenerbahce have the chance to go the other way. Clips it so gently. Cafu cuts out the pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kagawa. Sané. Ruben Neves. Hullet. Ruben Neves. Good ball over the top. Well read, and the danger is averted. Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's getting a few rounds of applause from around the touchline, but he's angry with himself, really angry.
Bullet! Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Kagawa. He's had a shot! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Owen puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Hullet. Xabi Alonso. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Ribéry.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, delicate chip through. And here's Owen. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And he's intervened well there. Cafu gets over and intercepts. And it's Xabi Alonso. He's looking for the runner here. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Substitution.
Fenerbahce can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Fenerbahce take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Yamal looking to run onto it. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Sané. Cafu. Back into the middle. Owen.
Added minutes has been
He's
indicated.
got the shot away! And he hits the net! Tying minutes, and we're all square again! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
all square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Can he get away here?
And the flag, now the finish!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Gets the shot away! And that will be it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now there's a fine ball.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Araujo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And it's Kagawa.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. It's it's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Maldini spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. Now it's Beckham. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep. Beckham! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner.
Big chance!
Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Arsenal really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Pass somewhat off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's been cut out, well played. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe.
Great chance!
Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he goes cross-field. Vardy. Arsenal are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good.
And the finish!
A real chance and a real let-off.
Son Heung-min just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
Davis. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He is just caressing the ball. He's found a way through.
Great hit! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's got away. Yaya Toure. Oh, that's fabulous. Bayern Munich deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided...
Can he finish? And he hits the net. Bayern Munich are all square.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now it's Sané. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Here comes the corner. Arsenal have their second corner now. Kagawa plays it short.
He's had it! Big moment! Massive goal!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that is as far as they're going to go.
It's Son Heung-min! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Number 18, Beckham.
So once again, we're underway.
To replace him is
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going, and eventually you'll get your break.
He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Carlos delivers. Bayer is there to take. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Kagawa. And it's Sané. Sané really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Nesta calmly anticipates, and he welcomes it in.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Always onto this. Oh, the shot could be on here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Drogba. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He'll try to keep this alive. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe is fouled. Yellow or red? It is red. Bayern Munich are down to 10 men.
Substitution.
Bayern Munich choosing to make the first change.
Oh, a very decent attempt.
Arsenal have their third corner.
Oh, important interception.
Arsenal get their fourth corner. Kagawa goes short. That's really well
The
manoeuvred.
attendance for this match was
Bayern Munich
61,052.
are looking to go forward now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Soboslai.
Ronaldinho! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Big header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
De Ligt promptly onto that, and that is that.
That's a sharp pass.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
And the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Soboslai. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Over to the left. Now it's Soboslai. Darren Fletcher. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pedri. Pedri.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Cafu. Fiddles it through. That's a nicely measured pass.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Bayern Munich! And the comeback is complete! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Bayern Munich get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Kagawa. And he was alert to it. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Mbappe. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. De Ligt stands tall and stands strong. Kagawa.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho.
There will be
Added
3
time going
minutes
up
added
here.
time.
It's 3 minutes. Pedri. And here's Vinicius Junior. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
It's anyone's ball now. Now it's Kagawa. Pedri. That's that, the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now that's well seen too. Nicely aimed pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Owen playing game number 100. And pull it! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Danger averted for now. Vieira. And the shot's on here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham, oh, perfectly measured that. And he's had it nicked away. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vieira. Now it's Nedved. And he has been fouled there. And it's Thuram.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that was vital. And the shot! Pass somewhat off target. That's cause for mild irritation. And he's running through. Can he finish? Goal! Inter! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Kagawa.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He could be in here. Now this could be... He's had a shot! No, again, there's no way through. Bellingham. Good spot, he's seen the run. Eto'o. Conte.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers.
Can he put it away? Goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. It's hit the upright. And he's there to get it away. Son Heung-min. Now it's Nedved. Oh, perfectly measured that. Face to face with the keeper. Chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
He's had a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Kagawa. Well, played right into his path. That's a nicely measured pass.
And the finish! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
He's got the shot away! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in...
Decent hit!
Kagawa. Schneider. Conte. Bellingham. Now it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Conte. Pass is just off target. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
And the action is back on the way.
Number 5.
Arsenal come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. Schneider. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now it's Schneider.
He rises! He scored!
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help.
Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Schneider. Played in early. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Mbappe. Owen.
Mbappe! They've scored! They're back within reach!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. And here's Eto'o. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Engages and forces him off the ball.
It's Son Heung-min!
They want to be quick to recover this. Eto'o finds himself offside.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
De Ligt is there, and he can get that clear. And that is a little undercooked. And they're quick to get it back. And he gets rid in a hurry. Great defending, strong and determined. Davis. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! No mistake! And they are pulling clear here. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Inter Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And it's Conte. Nedved gets across and deals with it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely weighted ball. Well, played through for the wide man. No, that's been intercepted. Kagawa. And that could set him on his way. Vieira. Pull it. And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Bergomi. Owen. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Son Heung-min. Now it's Nedved. And that's that. Arsenal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Oh, he's found some space here. Donadoni. Could be danger here.
Great hit! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An act of charity gratefully received.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Owen engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Donatoni.
Good ball over the top.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Galatasaray have a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
In with the challenge.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a...
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Woohoo! Ein neuer
Not a
Abonnent.
defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Sane!
Sane.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Kagawa. Sane in acres of space out wide.
Can he finish?
And he's really put himself on the line here. Arsenal with the corner, they're first.
They've played it short. Shot a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
He's picked his way through.
Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Just wouldn't stay down for him.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Cafu. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
This might... He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Great chance!
And that should get the job done.
He's having a go!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Serginho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game.
And the finish! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Galatasaray find... Oh no, what has happened here? And he's away. And that's an errant pass. Galatasaray have their third corner. Cafu gets it away. Gets into some space. Donatoni has a shot! Kagawa. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good ball. Oh, he's burst through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's being shifted off it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Adams. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, we expected better, and so did he. Vinicius Junior takes a look up. Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. And that's a throw-in. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sané is wide and looking to get onto this. Bastoni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Owen.
Out of time.
Interesting ball. Now it's Sané. Iniesta. Donatoni. Now that's well seen too. And it's Kagawa. And here's Owen. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's Maradona! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! There was no... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Now it's Kagawa. Oh, good ball. Maradona! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
That'll be a throw-in. Cafu. Conte. Kagawa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That has been cut short. And it's Maradona. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And Sané!
Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Sané can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A slightly better ball would have led to...
Decent hit! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Now listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
60,300.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and...
Tries a shot!
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me...
He rises! Just off target.
Owen did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Kagawa moved on forwards.
Big header! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And the shot!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. He'll try to keep this alive.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Roberto Baggio.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Owen! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Owen just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
"75 minutes played. Donatoni. And it's Hullet.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that is expertly dealt with. Sané. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Great defending, strong and determined. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's
There will be
Iniesta.
3 minutes added time.
Maradona. Short changes him with that pass. Gently done. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Galatasaray have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. All hands on deck for this one. That has been knocked clear. And that's that. Arsenal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Sané, well, they've got it back in a hurry. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Woohoo! Ein neuer Abonnent.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cleared without hesitation. And the counter is on. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. And it's Belletti. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Immobile. And here's Messi. He shifts shot a goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that has been cleared. He's going for goal! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, and it's such a good effort. And maybe the target really should have been hit.
Belletti. Quarter of an hour played. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. He's all... And Messi! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Kagawa. Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, no joy this time.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. Corner number 3 coming up. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kagawa. Now, what about a counter-attack? Kagawa. And that is expertly dealt with. Saviola. Well, that looks a decent ball. Kagawa. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. Heads it! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Kagawa. Kagawa is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the...
Can he finish? He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi! Oh, within an inch or two.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
Marquinhos. Oh, can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's having a hit! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Conte.
Vinicius Junior really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
And that was very necessary. Played into space out wide. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. Foot in. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He's going to be disappointed with that. Aims beyond the defence. Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Pinches it off him. Pedri.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Mendes does well to get it back. Saviola. And the shot! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Has a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Immobile clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham to take it as usual. Up he goes! He has done it! Into the lead once more. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Pedri, good driving run. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Owen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Owen. Great hit! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Arsenal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Marquinhos gets a foot in here. The pass has gone astray. And he won't reach that. Played over towards the opposite flank. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckham. Saviola.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Immobile. It's Immobile! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20, Saviola. Lascia il campo per il numero 18.
That's a decent clearance. And he's had a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Sane chasing after it. Kagawa in acres of space out wide. And here's Sane. Nuno Mendes is looking to set free a runner, and he was quick to react. Ball's gone out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Caught offside that time. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Not the most accurate pass. That is Conte. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22, Beckham. Numero 6. Vieira. Numero 8.
Driven forward.
Lasciano il campo per
He's not
il
got
numero
that quite
21,
right.
Il numero 33
Vinicius Junior.
e il numero 2.
Conte.
Ci saranno
Sané.
5 minuti di
Great
recupero.
chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Sané deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
5 minutes to add. Back into the middle. Adams. Messi. De Ligt does really well to win the ball there. Messi. Nuno Mendes. Great ball. Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, what a climb! And that may well be that. That is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for...